Hello and welcome to the lecture series on power electronics. In today's lecture we will be talking about the 120 degree mode of conduction in a three-phase inverter. So as I told you in the previous lecture that the basic difference between 180 degree mode of conduction and 120 degree mode of conduction is that the switches in the inverter conduct for 180 degrees or 120 degrees in the two modes of conduction respectively, while the remaining conditions for firing on the various switches and although remain same, there is one more difference, and that is in 120 degree mode of conduction, in every step only two switches conduct at a time, while in 180 degree conduction three switches were conducting in each step. So let us start looking into the operation of 120 degree mode of conduction of a three-phase inverter. So I have drawn the circuit for the three-phase inverter. 1, 3, 5, 4, 6, 2 are the switches. Right now they are all open, and I have connected a three-phase star connected load, and this load is balanced with each of the resistance equal to R. And here I have drawn the firing signal for the 6 switches. I told you that in 120 degree conduction mode, each of the switch will be conducting for 120 degrees, and the subsequent switch will come into conduction 60 degrees after the previous switch. That means the switch S2 will come into conduction at 60 degrees if we fire on S1 at 0 degree. Similarly, S3 will come into conduction at 120, S4 will come into conduction at 180, S5 will come into conduction from 240, and S6 will come into conduction at 300 degrees Celsius, and each of them would be conducting for 120 degrees. And you could see here also that in each of the steps, actually there are 6 steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and then there is a repetition. So in each of the 6 steps we have 2 switches conducting simultaneously, while the condition that none of the switches in the same leg can conduct at the same time, this has to be followed, because otherwise this will short the DC power supply and a high current will flow through the leg, and that may damage the switch. Okay. So in order to do that, we generally employ some small amount of dead time in firing on the switch from 1 to 4 if there is a transition from switch 1 to switch 4 without any delay. Okay. But here in this case you could see that 1 is being turned off, and then there is one complete step, then 4 is being turned on. Okay. Similarly, you could see the other 2 switches in the leg, that is 3 and 6. So 3 is on here, conducting here, and it turns off, and one complete step is there when 6 has not been turned on, and 6 turns on here. So that means there is an inherent protection of the shoot through in 120 degree mode of conduction. Okay, so let us start the drawing the operating circuit for various levels. So let us start with the first level. In this level, the switch S1 and switch S6 are conducting. Okay. Let me draw S6 here also. Okay. So let us try to draw the circuit. So, when 1 and 6 are conducting, I have connected 1 and 6, and let us now try to draw this simplified version of this circuit. So, I have drawn this VDC, which is the DC power supply, and these 2 points are plus and minus point in this circuit. Then let us move from this point, from plus point. You could see there is a okay. So, from 1, then a, small a, to then this is capital A. Okay. So, from small a to then capital A, and then there is a resistor R, and at point neutral there is a bifurcation. R and R, and this point is your B, or let me take B here, and this point is your C. Okay. And you could see clearly that C is not connected either to plus or to minus. Okay. Only B is connected to the negative terminal of the battery. Fine. Now, let us find out the phase voltage VAN. For that, we need to find out the current flowing in the circuit, and we can easily find it out. These 2 resistances, which are R in series. So, the resultant equivalent resistance would be 2R. So, basically the circuit is like this. So, this is VDC and 2R is connected across it. So, the current that would be flowing here would be given by VDC upon 2R. Okay. So, VAN would be given by the current that is flowing through this resistor R. So, that is VDC by 2R times the resistance R. So, that means it is VDC by 2. So, VAN is VDC by 2. Okay. So, let me mark here. This is basically VDC by 2. Okay. Now, let us try to find out VAB. What would be VAB? B point is here. So, from this point to this point. So, VAB, so let us start from VA point, this point. So, VA, and then we encounter a resistor. So, minus of the drop here is VDC by 2R is the current times R, and then there is another resistor. So, same drop VDC by 2R into R, and then this is equal to VB. So, that means VAB will be equal to, if you bring these 2 terms on the right side, and VDC by 2R will become VDC, and RR gets cancelled. So, VAB is VDC plus VDC. So, now this value, this peak value is no longer 2 VDC by 3, it is VDC. Okay. So, again you could just see the difference that is coming here. In case of 180 degree conduction, the phase voltage, this phase voltage was 4-step voltage, okay, while in this case 120 degree conduction, the phase voltage is a 3-step wave, and in the 180 degree conduction, the line voltage was 3-step wave, while in case of 120 degree conduction, the VAB, that is the line voltage, is a 4-step wave. Moreover, the maximum value or the peak value of VAB here is VDC, and the peak value here of phase voltage is VDC by 2. Okay. Let us now see one more case, one more step. So, let me take one more step. Let us take the second step in which 1 and 2 are on. So, 1 and 2 are on. So, if that is the case, let me draw the simplified version of the circuit. So, this is VDC and this point is plus, this point is minus, and from plus I am going through this switch 1 and then to A and capital A, and there is a bifurcation here, and again this B is not connected, C is connected to the negative terminal of the battery. So, let us start from here, and I have this point A, then capital A, then the resistor R, then the neutral point, and 2 bifurcations, but one of them is open, the second one, which is through C, is connected to the negative terminal of the battery. So, if that is the case, then what is VAN? So, for that we need to find out the current in the circuit, which would be same as before. That means the current would be VDC by 2R. So, VAN would be the current flowing through this AN times the resistor R. So, that is VDC by 2R into R. So, that gives me VDC by 2. Okay. Fine. So, I have drawn this here, this is VDC by 2. Now, let us find out the line current VAB. So, VAB will be this point to this point, this is B, but this is same as this point. Okay. So, this point is same as this point. Oh, sorry, I just mentioned this here, not, it should be here. So, VDC by 2 is here and not here. Okay. Now, we are finding out VAB. I am sorry for that. So, VAB now would be given by, so this point N is same as B, because no current is flowing through N to B. So, that means we have to find VAB is same as VAN, and that is equal to VDC by 2, and now we are now getting VDC by 2, same as that of VAN. Okay. This was the second step. Just take one more step, and in that step 2 and 3 are on. So, if 2 and let me turn off 1, 3 is on. So, let us start with this VDC, and this is the point plus and this is minus, and we have to trace through 3 now, and through small b, and to capital B, and then to resistor R, and then to neutral point N, then 2 bifurcations, and one of the bifurcation, that is the A point is not connected, while B point, this B is connected through 3 okay, sorry, not B, through C, and then through this switch 2 we are coming back to the negative terminal of the battery. So, for this case VAN is equal to VAN. So, you see that AN, there is no current flowing through it. So, VAN is 0. So, VAN is 0, I have shown it here. What about VAB? VAB. So, now this A and neutral point are at the same potential. Okay, so let us start from this point. VB minus the drop here in this resistor would be the current that is flowing, which is same as VDC by 2R. So, VDC by 2R times R, and we reach the point N, which is also equal to A. So, to find out VAB, bring VB on that side. So, VA minus VB, which is equal to VAB, and that is equals to minus VDC by 2. So, minus VDC by 2. So, this is minus VDC by 2. Okay. Similarly, we can draw for other states also the conduction diagram, and you can just trace the entire waveform for the 120-degree conduction mode. So, we will be analyzing the waveform for 120-degree conduction as well as 180-degree conduction in our next video lecture, and we would basically be expanding these waveforms in Fourier series, and then we would try to find out the total harmonics distortion as well as the harmonics that are present in the output voltage waveform for these two mode of operation of the 3-phase inverter. I hope you liked the lecture. Thank you for watching.